Sugar is our cousin from the other side of the tracks that we only visit because
we are addicted.
We are addicted to what they have to offer.
Okay. Pharmacy Forchette. Welcome to our show. My name is Rachelle Rocha. I'm a pharmacist here at Seasons Pharmacy in Culinaria. And this is my good friend and chef, very talented chef, Gaetan Larocque. Tell us a little bit about Gaetan and what's our show today?
Our show today is called The Sweet Spot because, you know, we love sugar as a whole, as a populace, as a whole worldwide, except for a few little islands that don't have access. But today what we want to do is show you what you have in your cupboards and what you have in and around you that's not going to break the bank, that you can make little changes and choices in your daily habits to eliminate some of that sugar, calm some of those cravings down. And we also want to show you a little bit of how-tos. Not everything's a big job. Not everything needs to be a big job. So we're going to start off by talking about sugars.
Right on. So we're on the Love the North podcast. It's a video blog.
We thank them. They love us.
We thank Love the North podcast. And we're really excited because this is being filmed in Sudbury, Ontario. And so we're
Spring.
I'm from Sudbury.
Not me.
She's away, but you know, we accept her. And she's a northerner now.
Since 2018.
And so we think living in Northern Ontario is really awesome. And on parle français. So le programme ici s'appelle La Pharmacie sur la Forchette. Something like that. Pharmacy Forchette.
Forchette de pharmacie.
Something like that. So, okay.
We're still open.
We're in work in progress. We want to talk about sugar because when you look at chronic illness, the single most important driver of all things bad in health is sugar. And sugar is actually, maybe not the only thing, there's a lot of things, but it's a very significant driver of things like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, inflammation and pain in our joints, and
mental health.
Probably tied very strongly into mental health. And truth be told, sugar is very highly addictive. When you're born, you love the taste of sweetness. Sweetness means a lot of things in nature. It's coming with calories. It's coming with phytonutrients. If you think about the fall,
feeds your emotions.
Feeds your emotions. Calms. It rewards that pleasure center of dopamine in the brain. It's a really important part of our culture. We celebrate things with sweet things, with alcohol. What's alcohol? Fermented sugar.
This is true.
You know, so there's a lot. It's driven very deep into our culture. It's immediately satisfying to everybody, and it does drive a lot of negative health effects. So, and what's been happening since, like, let's call it the 50s, 60s, especially in the 70s, we started telling women, get to work, let's go to work, let's farm out the drudgery of the kitchen. And so we've seen more and more, like, listen, when I was a kid, we eat out in restaurants. Like, it was a special occasion to eat out in a restaurant. And I would say now it's been years, 2024. They're building
2026.
2026. Right, it's 2026.
It's been a long day.
They're building apartments and places with no kitchens in them. So my kid just came back from playing hockey in Poland, and he doesn't cook. He goes, Mom, why would I cook? Why would I go to the grocery store, waste my time cooking? There's a restaurant on every corner, and I can eat better than I ate at home, and it's cheaper than cooking. I'm like,
when I was in college, it was like that too. So, but the North American diet is very different than the Polish diet.
Yeah, for sure.
Poland is he Polish? If you're in Poland,
yeah.
Okay.
He's French Canadian, but he was living in Poland.
That's okay. Because when I was in college, it was things like Toonie Tuesday at KFC on a Tuesday, $3 subs on, you know what I mean? Like, everything wrong in the world was cheap. So, and it's not that it's wrong. It's that our bodies were not built, our livers and our pancreases were not built to filter this stuff. So let's talk about what this stuff is.
Yes. Okay. So there are 56 names for sugar when you read labels. I might read all of these.
No.
But I think our boys are going to put it on a sheet. So it looks like this, but they're going to figure out a fancy way of making this scroll or be part of the podcast. Okay.
Isn't she cute?
I'm so cute. Okay. But there's a really important thing when you're reading labels. If it ends in OSE, OSE, it's a sugar. So everybody knows.
Give an example.
Glucose. You have a glucose monitoring system.
Fructose.
If you have a diabetes, you're measuring your glucose, your blood glucose levels. Okay, glucose is the sugar for mammals. We're a mammal, you too. And it's so important that if you don't eat any kind of sugar, your liver is going to make sugar. Glucose. It's called gluconeogenesis. I even know big words. Okay, glucose is
I'm a mammal.
it's a mammalian sugar. Lactose is also a mammalian sugar because it comes from boobs. Boobs, because when you're nursing your baby or when the cow is feeding its baby, the milk that's produced in the mammary gland is lactose, ends in OSE. A plant sugar is fructose. Fructose is made by plants for plant purposes. If you're a plant and fall is coming and you're a carrot plant, you're going to pump a lot more fructose into your system, into your roots, because that's what's preventing you from freezing in the fall. So that's why carrots from Ontario are much sweeter than carrots from California, because we take advantage.
Why vodka doesn't freeze.
That's also true, sort of. Well, the vodka is sugar has been converted to alcohol.
But it's one of the reasons why it doesn't freeze.
That's right. So anyways, any of these words ending in OSE, if you're reading a label, this means there's a sugar in there. And they, on an ingredient label, are obligated to put, okay, in order of the mostest stuff in this product, we put the mostest stuff goes first. So they trick you because they'll put some glucose, some high fructose corn syrup, and they'll put all these things in the label. Meanwhile, they're all sugar. So you could have sugar listed 6 times with a different name, a different chemical name. Most of them will end in OSE. There are some other chemical names, but for sure, if you see OSE,
read a bottle of pop.
Yeah, lots of glucose. And then you want to read the number of grams per serving. And they trick you on labels because you want to eat that whole bag of whatever it is. But the serving size is much smaller than that.
3.
Yeah. So you have to really pay attention when you're reading labels. So what we want to give you today is some understanding of how to read a label and looking for sugar, OSEs, in your labels. But then now what? Okay, so you can reduce how much you're going to eat out of that package to reduce your exposure to sugar. But you can learn to cook at home. You can learn to cook at home, and you can learn to be satisfied with less amount of sugar. So the industry of food does a lot of work in labs to figure out, to find something. And there's a technical term called the bliss point. That sounds wonderful. Bliss
point.
I
know where my bliss point
is. Okay. But they actually talk about how much sugar it does to find your sweet spot. And if you looked at how much sugar has satisfied the palate of North Americans, in the 70s, they've been studying this bliss point for a long time. Michael Moss, Salt, Sugar, Fat. It's a very good book. But they talk about these food labs. And if it's too sweet, and you know this, if you eat something that's too sweet, it's like, oh, like it almost hurts your teeth. It's too sweet. And then there's some that, oh, it's not really sweet enough, and you add more sugar. So that's called the bliss point. And our culture has needed more sugar. So if you took some labeled things from the 70s or 80s, and you looked at how much sugar they had in pop then and how much sugar they have in it now, it's a lot higher. Because we need more sugar, because we got used to it. It's like a drug of addiction. You get tolerant and then you need more to tickle your dopamine center. So we're going to learn how to do, and what I've had to learn how to do, because I used to drink a Pepsi a day and I had to stop doing that. I did. I used to drink a Pepsi a day when I was like 15 years ago. I know, it's
like I've never heard you say this.
I did. I was addicted to it, honestly, and I had to overcome.
This therapy here.
It is therapy. Listen, learn by doing. So after I learned how bad sugar is for you, and I realized that juice, which I previously, like everybody else, thinks that juice is good for you because it comes from fruit.
What do you mean? Kool-Aid's not nutritious?
No, Kool-Aid's not nutritious. But, if you think freshly squeezed orange juice, that's got a lot of fructose in it.
Oh, I can't drink freshly squeezed. Okay. I like it, but it makes my teeth hurt.
It's too sweet.
It's too acidic.
Okay, so today we're going to learn about techniques to cook at home. We're going to look for some alternatives to sugar. We're going to talk about lots of sugar. We got lots of sugar. Okay. Gates is taking over now.
Yes.
Talking about sugar. Okay, go.
Hose. Just putting that out there. Okay. So this is what we have normally in our cupboards. The average Canadian will have brown sugar because we all like to make caramel. We all like to make peanut butter cookies and chocolate chip cookies.
That's what
with brown sugar. Oh, and in our houses, we used to take regular mustard, brown sugar, and cream, and mix it up and like put it on pork. It was always yum.
You know the other thing, because it's spring, rhubarb is coming up, and we used to take stalks of rhubarb and stick it in sugar.
Oh, put sugar on top of your grapefruit. That's how my grandma used to get me to eat grapefruit.
Never did that.
Put it on top of sugar.
They kite, instead of maple syrup. I used to take thin pancakes with butter and sprinkle brown sugar and roll it up, and that's how we eat pancakes. I don't do that anymore, but that's what I did. I did a lot of that as a kid.
I don't know. I like maple syrup too much to give into brown sugar. Whenever I'd go to my friend's house and they would put corn syrup on their stuff, I'd feel bad for them. I'd be like, your parents don't really like you. So if they're giving them corn syrup like 30 years ago, no, they knew.
And maple syrup's expensive. Corn syrup's cheap.
Well, listen, if you love your kids, don't give them corn syrup. Okay, everybody has some of this too. This is powdered confectioner sugar. We use this to make shortbread cookies and icing. And let's just sprinkle some on top of our brownies to make it look good. Doesn't taste good.
How do they actually make this?
So they take,
I don't know actually how they make that.
So they take white sugar, this granulated stuff, and they grind it down just like on a flour mill. Okay. And they put in, I think it's tapioca flour. I don't know. They put
ingredients. It says cane sugar, cornstarch.
Cornstarch.
I was wondering.
And they put cornstarch, but sometimes they put a tapioca flour. But yeah, that's what it is. So people who are like super allergic to corn can't have icing because of the cornstarch in there.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so people will always have this stuff.
And granulated sugar.
Typical. Yeah, not traditional. Typical people will have this in their cupboards and be like, well, the brown sugar is better. No. Oh, the molasses is better. No, it's all the same plant. Now, am I going to say which one is better? Yes, the brown is better. Why is the brown better? Because it's not sitting in bleach. And that's, so you're getting no bleach on this one, which is great. But then you see all these little TikToks that say, oh, you want brown sugar? Just put molasses in your white sugar. Don't do that. Just go buy brown sugar. Okay? Save yourself. So,
but interestingly, sugar used to only come from sugar cane, and this was a big part of world trade and the development of the world was to get access to cheaper and cheaper sugar cane. Today, they actually make sugar from beets, sugar beets. There's a chemical process for making sugar and beets.
I know that.
Yeah. But cane sugar, and what's interesting, nature packages sweet things.
See how she takes over?
I'm sorry, I just have so many.
This is our life.
So cane, like sugar cane, so there's a picture
like
of
Abel and Cain. We're going to talk about
sugar cane is full of fiber. So when nature packs you sugar, it's packing it with fiber because fiber blunts the absorption of sugar, or it'll package it with like really important phytonutrients, like blueberries have sugar in them, but then you get all those anthocyaninols or whatever they're called, the chemical of the blueness, HASCAPs.
Oh.
Strawberries, they come with red. So all those colors that are paired with those flavors and fiber, nature never gives you this pure white stuff of any kind. It packs it with other things that make it, okay, maybe it was a little bit good for you, the form in nature.
So
white sugars.
Alternatives.
Yes.
That you can use cup for cup, because this one here and I have conversations about chocolate chip cookies. And she says, oh, I'm going to put less sugar in my cookies. It'll be healthier. But they never turn out because they turn out like twills because there's not enough sugar in there to keep the flour compact. So it's a bit of a thing. So this is organic cane sugar. It's granulated a little bit bigger, but it's just straight up from the plant. There's no...
We can't see you. You can't see your pretty face up there.
There we go. Don't worry. My voice is what matters right now. So this is the number one that I would be changing to. It's the most economical. You can get it everywhere. Food Basics, all that kind of places. Then you want to upgrade it up because you want to add iron. You want to add vitamin K.
I don't know the vitamins of it. Does she tell us?
No.
Tell us what it is. This, no one knows what this is. A brown box. This is a brown bag. It's containing
maple sugar. So all it is maple syrup that is boiled to a crazy temp. I think it's like 245, and then it goes in the machine, and it just granulates. It's like
and it looks like brown sugar, but it tastes like it's really, really good.
Heaven in a bag.
Because you think about that maple tree, right? It's got very deep roots, and it's pulling up with it in addition to the fructose. It's still fructose, plant sugar, but it's pulling up other essential nutrients from deep in the earth, and that's what gives it the flavor of maple sugar.
It's the only sugar on planet Earth that is actually going to give you some nutrients versus all these other things. You're not getting anything from these other things. Okay? So,
Well, you're getting carbohydrate, you're getting a pure energy.
yeah, but
Yes.
but your liver can't deal with that kind of stuff.
And I'll explain that because a sugar molecule is a sucrose molecule, Leslie, with a fructose molecule, and they separate. And your body can handle the glucose molecule. Sucrose is sugar, a glucose and a fructose. Your liver has a limited capacity to metabolize fructose. It's the same enzyme that metabolizes alcohol, which when kids are starting to get fatty liver disease and they don't drink alcohol, we realize that it's fructose poisoning. It's chronic, long-term, too much fructose in the body, plugging up the liver. The liver's on this side, your right side, actually. So fructose is very dangerous, long-term, high-dose consumption of fructose. So we think that, okay, we made a cheaper sugar, high fructose corn syrup. That's what's in all the pop. That's what's in all the ketchup. That's what's in all the processed food. We think, well, there's no glucose in that because glucose is the problem of diabetes. There's fructose in that. It's also kind of a serious problem. And there's fructose in all of these. Even in honey, there's fructose.
Honey. Honey's a weird one because as much as it's good for you, you can easily tell yourself that it's okay to eat half a jar because it's got all of these awesome properties for it, but it's
still fructose.
It's still sugar.
It's still sugar.
It'll spike you fast.
Very fast.
It'll spike you fast. So not to say to use it in limited quantities, but you should always use sugar in limited quantities. Unless you're baking, just bake. But so just watch what you're doing when you're doing this. So now, what do I use honey for? Honestly, straight up, there's a jar right beside my bed with a spoon. And if I'm coughing or if I'm having a cold, I'm eating this all day long because this is what's going to save me. It ain't going to be no neocitrin. So I give in to the sugar at that point. I give in to the sugar. Let's just be honest. So don't be afraid to use it. Just remember, yes, it's healthy. Yes, there's a lot of pros, but it's still straight up sugar. So if you're diabetic and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm going to give up this, but I'm going to go to this, you still got to watch. You can't just jump in 2 feet.
But you also can't replace honey in a recipe. And this is what I wanted to talk about.
No, I tried doing candy apples with honey and it was a fail.
Yeah.
No.
So you can't really, it has very different properties in baking, which is chemistry baking, which is why all my cookies don't turn out when I try to cut sugar. But, you can use it in some capacity.
Sauces, salad dressings.
Yes.
If you're making homemade donuts, you can just douse them in honey. That's better.
Yeah.
I did some. They were amazing.
And you could put honey in tea, but honey's not so great in
It's
coffee.
not amazing.
But coffee, you can switch to maple sugar or maple syrup in your coffee.
I put maple syrup.
But what you should be doing if you're drinking sweet things in your drinks is you should be trying to figure out how to get rid of liquid forms of sugar because that spikes your insulin really fast. And one of the tricks to enjoy a cookie is if you have it at the end of a meal when your belly is full of fats and fiber and things that you don't have very fast absorption, you want to have slower absorption. Or another really important thing you can do to mop up all of that extra sugar in your body is go for a walk after your big meal. Like if you take a 15-minute or 20-minute walk after you eat, you're going to really affect the way your liver is able to handle all the stuff you just ate. Really, really good tips. So there's 2 really good tips. Eat less of it and walk more after it.
Because we've never heard those words before.
No, but you can do it. Take your lover by the hand or your kid or your dog by the leash and take yourself outside. 10 minutes in any direction, doesn't matter. Up a hill,
my kid on
down a hill. Well,
Okay,
sometimes kids need leashes.
Let's get into it right now. Okay. Let's show how to make a effective, delicious salad dressing in a jar. No measuring equipment needed.
No, that's true.
So,
And why are we tackling salad dressing? Did we talk about why we're tackling salad dressing? Let's
because
talk about that in a minute.
do you want to talk about it? Because I feel like you want to talk about
No,
it.
you want to talk about it. We picked salad dressing because why?
Because Rachelle told me. But
That also happened.
it's true.
It's true.
But listen, one of the main things that we think when we think eating healthy food is I'm going to eat a salad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, salads are great. I like them. Everybody likes them. There's a period in the year where you're just like, I can't eat another damn salad. I get it. That's November to January. Nobody wants salad. Like, unless it's Caesar salad, pasta salad, or potato salad. Nobody really wants a green salad at that point. They're done with summer. So, but we think, oh, I'm going to put salad dressing on my salad. It's going to be a healthy salad. You know, usually the second ingredient in all commercial salad dressings is sugar. So let's figure out a way how to make it better and even tastier. Like my homemade salad
dressing from home, you cannot tolerate anything in it.
Oh, listen.
One day we're going to do a fat show, and we're also going to do salad dressing because what's the next bad ingredient in all commercial salad dressings?
Canola oil.
Yeah,
it's evil. Nobody should be eating it. But that's a whole different subject.
But that's a different subject. But salad, you know, salads are so important for, let's call it lower calorie and lots of fiber.
It's moving all the stuff on the inside.
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and eat a steak and potato, eat your salad last. That way it moves it forward. Don't eat it first. The misconception is to start off with your salad. Don't. You want to have a little bit of your salad, eat your meat potatoes, and then have another little bit of salad after. Why? Do you know why?
Well, you want the fiber to have before your dessert comes. That's 100%.
Okay. But you're creating a compost effect. It's the layering of the foods. The acid is going to break down the vegetables fast to cause it to bubble, which is going to not bubble, but cause it to activate a bit more. Okay. And then I saw you were going to correct me.
I don't know.
Then with the extra acid, with the fruit and vegetables, it attacks the meat fibers differently. It attacks the starch from your potato differently. And then so you're composting from the top and you're composting from the bottom. And then you have a nice smooth, you know what. So part of, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So Sudbury, and let's be honest, we're not lucky like down south where everyone's garlic is coming up. We're happy for you. But here we have to still be.
But you know what we have right now? Dandelion greens. And dandelion greens are really good.
Where did you see dandelion greens?
Growing in my garden outside because I made I made an omelet and I wanted something green in it and I didn't have anything green in my garden. But guess what? Dandelions are growing everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're in the wrong spot. They're in my flower bed. So I went outside.
What do you mean in the wrong spot? They're a flower in a flower bed.
I know, but I don't want it next to my rose bush. I just want the rose bush there. So I went and picked the dandelion greens out of there.
I mean, you really weeded your garden.
I weeded my garden and the weeds are food. So say, but right now, this is from Verdant. This is pea shoots right now.
He's back in business.
Yes, he is. And he's bringing me more.
We love his stuff.
So we love his stuff. But at this time of year, and actually throughout the winter, you could get some like pea shoots and microgreens. It's kind of okay. But we got this from Southern Ontario.
There's been a lot of advancement in winter growing of lettuces in Ontario. We have 3 big greenhouses here in Ontario that ship to the north. And it's not crazy price. So you can't be like, oh, Mama G, this head of lettuce is like $17. No, it's not. Okay, for those that are real north, yes, it is. But that's because of the price of gas, not because of the greenhouses. But we're getting really nice, fresh clipped from the greenhouse greens right now. And we're talking like $4 or $5.
And the other thing that's green, okay, let me go get it. We sliced all of them. We were supposed to save one. I'm coming back.
She left me alone. She left me alone. Okay, so while she's gone, I'm going to talk about this garlic. So I started off talking about the garlic, and this is what I want to say. So you're going to get dry garlic where your paper is dry, and you're going to see these green sprouts coming out. Yes, you can plant them. That's fine. But you're going to cut off your tip here. You got a knife?
Of course I have a knife.
You got a little knife?
I'll get you a nice little knife. That's not a nice knife.
Well, listen, I could use a big knife, but, you know, then they're going to record me cutting myself, and it'll be a whole different show. Here we are.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Here we go. I got a nice little knife here for you, Dance.
I want everybody to know that she's like this off the camera too. Okay, so you're just gonna take your I don't know,
Root.
gross
It's like the
part
root.
off.
It's like the root.
You're gonna slice it. Okay, you're gonna see that there's a circle here. You see that circle?
Yes, I see the circle. There's definitely a circle there.
You're gonna slice it down the middle. And you're just gonna pull the green out.
That's called a pith.
Okay? Why are we
Apparently
pulling the
it's
green
bitter.
out?
Apparently it's bitter.
No, it's not apparent. It is bitter.
It's bitter.
Okay, it's gonna
Anything bitter in the salad? No.
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 Okay, so we're gonna start off by putting this in the mortar.
Mortar and pestle.
Yep.
This is a pharmacy tool.
It's also a kitchen tool.
See, this is where the pharmacy meets the fork.
You know, I'm good with drinking on the job.
Okay.
Just so
All right.
everyone's aware.
So this is what I like to do with this. I put some coarse salt in there because it grinds better.
Sure.
true.
It acts like what do you call that? There's sandpaper.
It does. Am I grinding this now?
Yes, please.
Can I put a couple of peppercorns in there?
Well, you're going to.
I like that too.
Whether
because
I
that
say
also is
no or
coarse.
not, she's just gonna do welcome to the Rachelle show.
So welcome to smell that. Smells so good.
No, I'm not smelling your hand.
No. The jar of peppercorn. I'm putting
I can
three.
smell it.
Three's a good number.
Three's not enough.
You want more?
Look at the size of the jar.
Okay. We're making a full jar.
Well, why would we make half a jar, babe?
Okay. Well, we're gonna eat salad every day because it's part of our new
And by the
plan.
way, it's gonna be you.
It's part of our new plan to eat better, having salad. Okay, what else are we putting in here?
Okay, put in some of these onions. Now, talk about your onion.
Okay, so at this time of year, the onions want to live. They want to grow new onions. So we have all these green things. So this is another way you can get green things in May when nothing's growing in the garden is your onions in your pantry are growing.
It is a misconception that if your onion is growing that you can't eat it, that it's gonna make you sick. It's not true.
You should eat it. And it's a garnish. It's good on the salad.
Growing up, they were like, "Tu peux pas manger l'oignon, il est plein de verre, ça va te faire malade." It's not true.
You can eat that. 100%.
They lied to us.
They didn't lie. They just didn't know. They just didn't know.
No, they listen. But they would go and eat green potatoes.
Green potatoes are killing.
You're not supposed to eat green potatoes.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's very bad advice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did your parents love you?
Listen, I grew up, a community raised me. I was like the wild child of Lugnial. I just did my own thing.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got in there?
Well, I have some onions as per your advice, chef.
Okay, not
and
enough.
More onions?
Yeah.
Okay. We're putting more
Did you put
onions.
greens in?
Not yet.
Okay.
Do you want me to put the greens in? I
Yeah.
thought the greens would be a garnish. They're not going to grind very well. This is going to grind okay.
Okay, so grind that and then we'll put this in here.
Okay.
We'll put the greens in here.
In the jar. Okay. Grinding.
Okay, go on.
Well, the
no,
other thing,
just
I was thinking about this.
no, not yet.
All right.
Okay, so while she's grinding, we're gonna put our things in here for the salad dressing. Now you can do whatever you want, okay? But if you put in green onion tops, which we're gonna put these in at least a quarter. Now, if you put too many onions in, you get what I call the repeater, where you ate lunch and you're still tasting it at 10 o'clock at night. Nobody wants that. Okay? So how do you combat that? You make sure you get rid of this green thing and you make sure that you put sugar in. No, you put a sweet in, a sugar in with your vinegar. Otherwise, it's just too much. Can you be louder, ma'am?
Sorry. I'm sorry. You want me to do a more pestle thing? I'm doing my best.
Okay, so you're going to add a mustard. We're going to add seeded mustard, seeded Dijon mustard, because it not only adds texture to your sauce, it's going to add a softer mustard flavor. Because the more you grind it, the more vinegar you got to put into it. And the more it goes into your nose, it's just not that good.
Why do we add mustard to salad dressing?
I just said it.
Did you use the word emulsifier? It's an emulsifier. And why do we need an emulsifier?
We
might
don't.
as
You
well-
learn. You
listen,
do.
We might as well learn technical terms. Otherwise, why would you have a pharmacist on a cooking show?
Free space.
Okay, an emulsifier is what makes your salad dressing not break in because oil wants to float on top of water, right? Oil and vinegar don't mix. The vinegar is like water. The oil is going to float on top. So what an emulsifier does is it has a fat-loving end on the molecule that likes the oil part, and it has a water-loving part that likes the vinegar part. And it turns those fat into small little bubbles that just kind of float around in the salad dressing
Good.
instead of, yeah. I'm going to grind some of those too, those little seeds.
You want to?
I was going to grind a few of them. Let me get a little spoon.
Looks like you know what. Oh, I got you. You got some?
I'm gonna grind a few of them because then we'll have some
Oh, it's
chunky.
an emulsifier.
It's an emulsifier.
Okay. So
And you need that in a salad dressing. Well, you don't need to have it. It'll still be fine. You just gotta shake it more. But
it should take this and squish the stuff down.
okay. Let's do that.
Now, if you don't have one of these, don't freak out. Just use a fork on a plate.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, put it in a blender.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, put it in an immersion. And if you don't have that, then you just have chunky salad dressing. It's not a big deal. It's good if you're doing a Greek salad because Greek is chunky anyway. We like chunky Greeks. I don't know if the audience has noticed that you're coming closer and closer to me, getting me out of the frame.
Am I?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm holding my ground.
There you go. Be firm. Stand tall. Okay. All
What are
right.
you saying? I'm short?
Well, I'm just noticing.
Well, I'm just saying.
All right. So
We're
then
calling it out. Here we are.
we could make a salad dressing just like this, but we want to put a little bit of something sweet. So what's our choices for putting?
Okay, so let's talk about vinegars.
Okay.
What do we got for vinegars here?
We have apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
We have red wine vinegar.
Yep.
We have lemon juice.
Yep.
We could have a real lemon too, actually. If you had a real lemon, you could do that.
What else? What other vinegar you got?
This one, oh, this is like everybody's favorite vinegar. Everybody's got a jug of this in their house. It's only $1.
I hope everybody has one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
now we would use a little bit of the apple cider vinegar if you have it, because it's got
Mother in the
bacteria.
bonnet.
Yeah, mother.
It's got a mother's seed.
So it's. Why do we like apple cider vinegar?
Because, well, apples are local and they're delicious, and you could make this in your kitchen at home in the fall. And it's a naturally fermented product, especially these organic ones. And it has the we call the mother or the what
Is it a probiotic?
Be probiotic. Yeah.
So
Probiotic.
we use this so you're getting
A little bit.
probiotic. This is like oh, this is good for my guts. This is the good for your guts. Red wine vinegar. You would use red wine vinegar because it adds a little sweet naturally, because this is a fermented.
This is a little bit sweet too. The apple cider vinegars have a little bit of sweetness.
But it's tart. Don't go full in. You will regret it. Unless you have no taste buds and you can't smell. If you have no taste buds and can't smell, it's going to be fantastic. But other than that, it's going to punch you in the face. So then we would use, there's a red wine, there's a balsamic, there's a white wine, there's a rice vinegar, there's a mirin.
which is very sweet. Mirin has sugar added to it, I believe.
I
Mirin.
think so.
Yeah, it does.
But you can listen, all in moderation. But I tend to go towards the red wine vinegars and the balsamic vinegars. This way I don't have to put as much sugar in my thing. Now, why would I use lemon juice? Lemon juice adds a natural tartness. This is like vinegar tart. This is like back of your teeth, eyes watering tart. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference here. And this one is like cleaning your insides tart.
This could clean your house too. This is why maybe some people.
This is true.
It's a nice clean.
But this white vinegar is, I personally believe, should be in the base of all vinaigrettes, because it absorbs, it breaks down this stuff easier than these types of acids. It's a stronger acid and it'll break your onions down. It'll break down your garlic, where you don't have the repeater at 10 o'clock at night, right? Because we don't want that guy to come back. So now, what are the ratios of vinegar to oil?
I always thought it was 2/3 oil, 1/3 vinegar. Is that right? I don't know.
The other way around.
The other way, 2/3 vinegar, 1/3 oil.
Yes.
I knew it was thirds, so something about thirds.
Maybe you didn't ever find your salad to be so greasy?
I can't remember. I just I
I
don't know. No, I don't think so.
You deep fry your salad.
No, I don't deep fry my salad. I probably did it right. I just said the wrong words. How about that? Does that make sense? 2/3 vinegary parts and 1/3 oily parts. All right.
Now, I mix multiple kinds of vinegars.
And I've never done that, so that's good. I'm learning something new.
So tell the people what you put in your salad dressing.
Depends what I'm making. Oh, I have some really good salads. We're going to do another show with this one when we do the fats episode. If I'm making like a Greek salad, I'm gonna put garlic and mustard, same like you did. And I would use this and a lot of oregano. And I would put that on a tomato, feta cheese, red onions sliced thin, and cucumbers, and I would call that a Greek salad. If I'm going to do some kind of a salad like this with like leafy greens like this and maybe some pea shoots and some of these green onions and stuff, I would do something like that. And then I would go to my fridge and I would find a jar of jam of something that's been unhappy that nobody wants to finish.
Talk about your jams.
So we have here, this is a strawberry and haskap jam. This is a haskap and pear jam. And well, this is a Dijon mustard. And here's another one. This is a hot blueberry jam.
Oh, shish.
So that might be good, but not if you're feeding kids. So I would go to my
That's not true. My kid likes spice.
Yeah, but your kid's older. I'm talking like I have a 1.5-year-old living with me. I can't put that in.
Give it to them young. Get their palate happening.
Maybe. So I usually do that, and I just take I probably use a lot less. I don't know how much you're going to put in, Gates, but I would only use like a 1/4 teaspoon or something, like just a small amount, just to make it a little bit sweet. And if you have a tip of a knife, I would only do
just the tip. Put it in.
That's it. Like that's all I would use. There you go. You're so funny. I know.
What are you doing?
Put
it
you want
in there.
You want it in here?
Yeah.
Put it in there.
You don't know where to put it?
I was going to put it in there. You stopped me from putting it there. That's all I would do is just a little bit. So like, look at how much sugar we have in our recipe. We have a lot less sugar in this recipe.
Okay, wait.
Gates is going to burn off all her calories later.
Oh, shit. I have to eat calories first. Okay, wait. You didn't put enough in there.
I think that's enough.
Look at the amount of acid that's in there compared to the sugar.
We're doing a reduced sugar thing. How much more do you want to put in?
Well, let's do 2 different kinds of sugar then.
Well, no, let's just do this. We can taste it. Because
Okay,
and
put
this
a
purple stuff
big
is
gob
really
in
good.
there.
A big gob like that.
Two more like that. Look how much is in there. We
That's
got
enough.
a peanut gallery behind us, friends.
We do have a peanut gallery. Okay, that's good enough. Let's taste it. And then if it's not sweet enough, we can add more. You can't take it out. There you
It's
go.
not enough.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Let's try.
Okay, we are going to talk about it.
There you go.
And we're going to do one face. Just show your face.
Do you want to shake this first?
At 10 minutes, there's no oil in here yet.
No, but I thought you wanted
Talk about oil.
I thought you wanted to melt the sugars into the vinegar.
We are. Talk about oil.
Oil. Okay. This is olive oil from our friend Tula, who owns the Apollo restaurant in
No.
Sudbury.
She doesn't own Apollo.
Tula?
Nope. She sold it
Okay.
to some
okay.
young,
But-
beautiful Greek couple.
So for the last 40 years, Tula owned the Apollo restaurant. And now, congratulations to the new owners. But this is from Tula's relatives who live in Greece. So this
Yes.
is actually really olive oil. Sometimes when you buy olive oil,
It's not amazing.
it may not be amazing. So it's always good if you know somebody who's from the old world somewhere and then they have an uncle with a farm somewhere, you buy their olive oil and then you're going to get the real deal. That's what I think.
Somebody from the old world.
Yeah, it is. This is the new world, right? Oh my. Oh my.
God, it's not a Friday. Okay, why would we want a colored bottle or a tin?
Oh, this is very good because these oils are very sensitive to light and they'll oxidize and then they'll turn rancid faster. So if you protect them from light and keep them in a cool place, they will be chemically more stable and they won't break down.
Should you put your olive oil in the fridge?
No, because it's going to get hard because it's liquid at room temperature and it's going to get harder in the fridge.
Okay. So, okay, olive oil, stuff in the bottom.
Shaky, shaky. Shake, shake.
Want to get some lettuce happening?
Yes, I can.
Why'd you take hard-boiled eggs out?
Oh, that's a good question. You don't. It's a secret ingredient in this opaque container.
I'm not eating them.
Not eating it? All right, let's get a bowl. Do we need to wash this lettuce?
What'd the box say?
The box says no need to wash. and
Stop.
there's
Did you hear
no-
that? She went right for the box. That is not the answer.
Mm.
The answer is always wash your produce.
The answer is always wash.
Always wash your produce. Because
But that's what the box says.
I don't care what the box says. You know what kind of box it is. Okay? Why do we not trust the box? Because we don't know what said super amazing employee who's so happy to be at work did with their hands.
With their hands, exactly.
Right?
You know what? That's good because I always wash it. I thought you were going to say just put it in there.
No.
Yeah, well, at
No.
least I was on the right
Even-
track.
Even things like, okay, you know what the grossest is? Grapes. People don't wash grapes. So nasty. Hey, you know what I heard from one of my students the other day? Don't be a dummy, cut away from your tummy. Just putting that out there.
That's good. All right. So here,
Well, I guess this is a big testing
we're
pot.
going to learn that we don't have. Well, we're going to have salad for dinner tonight. I heard you say you didn't eat before you came, so.
Okay, look how good that is. Okay, now this can stay on your table when you're done eating. It doesn't have to go in the fridge. Well, Mama G, you have to put everything in the fridge. No, you don't. No, you don't. This has got oil and vinegar and salt in it. You're fine.
That's good.
You know, don't listen. I'm gonna tell you something. People freak out over the dumbest things when it comes to food. Can't leave your butter on the counter, you're gonna get sick. Wrong. Can't leave your vinegar, your salad dressing. Obviously not a dairy salad dressing like Caesar. But don't listen to everything you read online. Dr. Google doesn't know everything. You know, it's terrible what people believe, what they read. You know, I had a girl say to me, oh, I can't defrost my chicken in the microwave. Are you cooking it today? Yeah. Shove it in the microwave. Let's go. Don't listen to people.
So we're doing it this way.
Okay, what's in it? Oh, yeah, that works too.
This will work.
What's wrong with just leaving the water on it?
It's too wet and it's soggy and it's gross and it waters down the salad dressing and I don't like it.
It's not soggy.
I know it's crunchy, but I don't like it. I'm going to take some of the water
I
off.
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that. Amazing.
This has to be amazing. Because how long is it going to take? What if somebody else doesn't have a salad spinner? You got to learn how to dry your lettuce at home like this.
Eat the water.
My friend Lisa was our nanny, and
I'm sure she loves that you put that out there.
she did a great job. She taught me this trick. She would do this and spin it, and I'm like, oh my god, that works so amazing.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Life changing.
It's great.
Now, okay, why would I never put my lettuce in a towel?
It's a clean towel.
No, is it?
It just was.
Smell it.
It just came out of the laundry,
But I don't care.
it smells great.
It smells like laundry soap?
No.
Now you're eating laundry soap.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Don't do this. Use paper towel.
I guess we could use paper towel.
Well, I'm just saying.
Do you want paper towel?
Nope, it's too late. You already contaminated the lettuce. We're eating contaminated lettuce.
I'll wash it again.
Nope. You're such a...
You stopped me when I was in the counter.
No, because listen, we do things at home that we think are normal. Okay? Like you've been doing them like normal, where I just said just keep the water on. It's fine. Because the oil from this is going to stick to the lettuce anyway. Don't you remember your deep fried salad?
Deep fried salad? I never had a deep fried salad.
Sure you did. You had like
There you go.
3/4 oil and 1/4 vinegar. I told you it was going to happen. Did I not warn you before?
You warned us. Okay, we're trying again. Now we
Okay,
take
now
residue out of our tea towel off of the lettuce.
listen, here's why. I never use tea towels because you're using them to pick up grease. You're using them to wipe up. So in my house, we don't dry dishes with a tea towel because a tea towel will hold onto bacteria and you can wash it out, but you're never going to wash out all the grease. If you go and pick up chemicals with a microfiber, hey,
I know
if you guys have microfiber cloths in your house, get rid of them. They cause fires. And anytime there's a chemical on a microfiber cloth, it never washes out. It causes fires in your dryer. So get rid of that stuff. Oh, but it's so cheap. Yeah, because it's garbage. Get rid of it.
Yeah, microfiber.
Yeah.
I don't even like the way
No.
it feels on your hands.
No.
Cotton, linen, these are good fabrics. for
What's
kitchens.
that one that Erin buys? Cellulose?
I don't know.
Like she got us those we have those
Those are cotton, the ones that we just
no. It's like a hard and
They're
then
smaller
like a
squares.
spongy. Yeah, those
Yeah.
is that called cellulose? What is that stuff
I
called?
don't know.
I don't know. But there's this other
This is
stuff.
better though. It doesn't have as much water on it. I
Yes.
like this.
And now smell your lettuce. It smells like lettuce. Doesn't smell like towel.
like this
No,
before.
it didn't.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm just
Me
saying.
neither.
I was right.
She was right again.
That's the name of the show, The Sweet Spot.
Okay, there you go. All right, now we have this.
Yeah, are we pouring this on top or are we dipping in? Because what if it's not sweet enough?
Well, we should dip in and taste it and make sure we did a
Okay,
good
you
job.
go first.
She's scared to try it. Why are you scared to try it? You thought you were
I'm not
acting
scared of
confident.
anything. I just want the people to see your face. Needs a bit more sugar?
How much of this vinegar did you put in it?
None.
You didn't put any of it in it?
No. You're tasting lemon juice.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It is good, but you're going to want it sweeter. I bet.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. So that was the right amount I put in. Do I get a gold star?
So
That's so star.
the towel thing really messed things up.
Did I? I guess so. I guess it messed things up. All right. Okay, so
Now, it does have a lemony punch to it.
does.
So you can do two things for that. A, you know what it is? It's because of the mustard. The lemon and the mustard combining together is really taking out that sugar calmer. Do you know what I mean? Like we would normally have a little bit of a sugar calmer in there.
What's really nice is that if you look at this, it's totally homogenized. That means those little fat globules are like totally immersed in the. So I guess if we let this sit long enough, it might separate a bit. But right now, this is amazing.
Yeah,
It
it's
has the
beautiful.
most amazing texture. And if you don't put mustard, it's okay. You'll still get a really tasty salad
Just keep
dressing.
shaking it before you use it.
It's not there necessarily for the flavor of mustard. It's really there for this ability to like not have it separated.
Okay.
Okay, so are we gonna? Do you want to plate some of this?
You can. You plate while I set up to do the barbecue sauce.
All right. So barbecue sauce. Tell us about that. Oh no, I want to talk about the eggs. So one of the things that we want to maybe do to a salad to improve the amount of protein that we're getting, it's really important to get enough protein, is that you can have some hard-boiled eggs in your fridge, and instead of reaching for a snack like potato chips or something like that,
Which are crunchy and
delicious, you can start to have things in your fridge that are better options if you're really trying to like watch your
blood.
watch your blood sugar, watch the amount of quality of like canola oil. You don't want to put canola oil into your plate. So you want to have something that's a snack that's going to keep you full longer. And a hard-boiled egg is a really great way of doing that.
When you get over 40, your body starts to go through the change, which is amazing, said no one ever. But one of the things as women is that we don't eat enough protein. And that contributes to a lot of our ailments being worse than what they are. You will gain weight. Doesn't matter what you do. Menopause, she's got her own agenda. You're going to gain weight. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to be mean to people without even realizing you're being mean to people because you think you're right. There are things that happen to you that you can't stop, and some things that you can do to regain control of your life. Foggy brain, getting some sleep, not being so sore, being able to
do all this.
Yeah, it's fine. Being able to put in a full day without having a nap at 11 o'clock in the morning. You know, this stuff is real. This stuff happens. So you need to add at least, what did she say? 9 portions of protein a day. And I know it seems like a lot, but honestly, it could be nuts, it could be eggs, it could be meat, it could be cheese. Although cheese is a fat, there's a squiggly line there,
Now I have a little bit of dressing on every leaf. I did a good job. I don't know if this is how you would do it or not, but you told me to plate it, so you didn't give me the instructions. This is how I did it.
Say shit. You're just
the way you're looking at me, I'm just feeling some energy coming from you. Okay, so there we go.
I do give off a lot of heat.
Especially since you were talking about menopause.
But it's true. The other day I was hot all day. Oh, it's crazy.
Okay, so there we go. So how much sugar do you think was in this? Like in my portion of salad, we put maybe a teaspoon of sugar in that whole jar.
No.
Not even.
Not even. A quarter teaspoon in that whole jar. Because you can't add the fruit sugar as a regular sugar. And I know that when she made the jam, she used white sugar, cane sugar.
So now I need this little bit. I'll use this little knife. Do you want an egg on your salad?
No, thanks. Did you cook them? How long do you cook a boiled egg for?
Lydia cooked these for us today, so I don't know, but they're totally hard boiled. So
The answer is 13 minutes. It's true.
this is how I
13
have-
minutes.
Is this the right way? You can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to put 2 eggs on here.
I'm hungry.
I am hungry.
That egg is overcooked.
It is because it
That's
has
a
little-
17-minute egg.
So I thought
I can tell. I can tell.
She's
By
knows
the
about
here,
this is why I hired her.
This
She
is
knows
why-
things about cooking techniques. That's it.
I
I know big words.
am like a professional leader. So, how can you tell that this is a 17-minute egg? Look at your yolk, and it's just a little army green. That's because it's overcooked 3 to 5 minutes extra. If that little army green becomes gray green, that's a 8 to 10 minute overdone. If it smells like eggs, that's an over 10 minutes. So that's a 23-minute egg. An egg should not smell like eggs if you cook it for 13 minutes. But
What
what
would it smell like? Nothing.
No. Just like a good fish doesn't smell like fish. It smells like the water.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're going to eat a fish and it smells like fish, abort the mission. Walk away. You know, if you're going to eat eggs, hey, you ever say to yourself, oh, why am I burping this egg salad sandwich all day long? Because your egg was overcooked.
So now I'm adding these green things to here,
Yeah.
and I'm adding some of these purple things to here.
Don't worry, friends. She's washing her hands in between. Well, hey, we're on TV. People see. No? Pharmacy? Hey.
All right,
Okay, so move over.
we're moving over. This also needs pepper.
She puts pepper on her hand.